Scorpio, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy and just see what is happening in your world. I am not surprised to see the Two of Wands showing up at the bottom of the deck for you, Scorpio. You're actually in a positive energy, but I'm getting the sense of trying to navigate some inner turmoil here. The Two of Wands does indicate, let me just focus on the future, focus on the potential in a situation, and not get caught up in maybe some of the just minutia that's showing up in the daily life. I'm just getting the sense of kind of needing to rise above whatever trivial things are showing up. Your current energy with the Lovers, so Gemini may or may not be significant, but I love the Lovers. So the Lovers is about a relationship, some sort of union, you choosing this person and choosing the relationship. I'm just getting the sense the Two of Wands are very heavily connected to the Lovers and the Empress. The Empress is Venus energy, it rules relationships, and so it feels like you need to almost remind yourself of ultimately this union, this relationship, making it a success is the ultimate goal. Page of Wands is showing up in what you need to focus on, and so this is about taking some sort of action, opening up to another person, communicating whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, whatever direction that you want to move in, and really being open. I'm just getting the sense of being open and honest around your intentions and what you're trying to do. The World here is showing up in the past energy, so closing out a cycle, absolutely closing out a cycle. This leads to new beginnings. And then we have the Moon showing up in your hopes or fears. And so the Moon, it's all about your emotions. I love the way that this is showing up because it really is focusing on what really matters and getting down into the deep emotions that you feel for this person, the relationship, focusing on the potential here. And this allows you to really rise above all of those little things that just pop up in daily life, those little nuisance type of obstacles or those like little petty fights, things like that. Page of Pentacles is showing up in the near future, and so more conversation, communication, learning, listening, just opening up to this other person. It feels like there is going to be this kind of back and forth energy where there is going to be some learning that takes place. Whatever knowledge you gain from this is really going to help you at least navigate all of those kind of little trivial obstacles and challenges that come up along the way. And I keep saying that because they do feel very minor in nature. They don't feel like anything major. This doesn't feel like it would end the relationship or anything like that. It just feels like something that needs to be dealt with, and it can be done in a way that doesn't jeopardize the future of the connection. And so that's what this is really all about here. That's what these conversations are really all about. When I look at the external influences, I'm getting the King of Wands with the Eight of Swords. King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, just take it as it resonates. But the Eight of Swords here indicates that you're very much up in your head trying to figure out what action that you need to take, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. It feels like I'm getting this sense of strength to get out of your own head. With that King of Wands energy, I'm really tapping more into the Leo side of it, which is connected to strength and doing something bold and drastic and dynamic to get yourself out of this almost an endless loop of overthinking. The Five of Cups is showing up in your hopes or fears. The Five of Cups is about seeing things from a different perspective, really trying to focus here on what matters and let go of everything else. Really does align with every message that I've been getting so far. And the Eight of Wands showing up here in your potential outcome. So the Eight of Wands is movement forward, but it's that open, honest, direct conversation again that's really front and center. So whatever's taking place right now, it feels like you're trying to navigate all of these kind of little things that are coming up. Clarifying The Lovers and the Empress, I'm getting the Fool. So we had the World out here in your past, and this feels like a recent past. And then I've got the Fool showing up in your current energy, clarifying the Empress with the Lovers. So you're being given a new opportunity, a fresh start. It's about embracing it. With the Page of Wands, I'm getting the Judgment card, which is about making a very clear decision around the actions that you want to take and really deciding, okay, this is what I want to do. This is how I'm going to communicate it, and then taking some sort of action here. With the World, I am getting the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is in your outcome energy as well. So the Eight of Wands is movement forward. It is open, honest conversation. So whatever chapter closed here might be with the same person that a cycle ended, opening up, having the conversation around the closing of that cycle, being given a new opportunity, a fresh start. This doesn't mean the relationship itself ended. It may have, but I'm getting more of the sense of kind of like the next chapter in this connection. So whatever happened in the past, it's done, it's over. With the Moon, I am getting the Five of Wands energy. Interesting, because here we go. So that Five of Wands, those obstacles and challenges that present themselves, as they present themselves, it's about kind of getting back into your emotional space and recognizing, is this really important? Is this worth the fight and argument? Is this worth ending the relationship? Because it feels like that the Five of Wands is not worth any kind of additional conflict within the connection. It really is about kind of overcoming this. And so your strength is going to be thinking before acting, having the open conversation. It just feels like a lot of this is coming into an alignment, and there's a transformation that's taking place within you as a result of this relationship and not wanting to jeopardize the future of this connection. With the Page of Pentacles here, I am getting the Nine of Wands. And so Nine of Wands is a wound. And so if part of the ending of that last cycle involves kind of healing from some sort of wound, it feels like having the conversation around the movement forward, focusing on what really matters, talking through and really learning from each other, whatever this wound was, the impact that it had on you, and just kind of, I'm getting a sense of really clearing the air. There's a lot of communication coming out in this reading. With the Eight of Swords, I am getting the Ten of Wands. So the Eight of Swords is that self-imposed prison of the mind. That's that overthinking, overanalyzing energy. With the Ten of Wands, it's putting down all of the burdens and responsibilities. It's really about getting out of your head, recognizing that chapter in the past is done, it's over. With the King of Wands, I am getting the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles, I love this energy. So King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. So we have masculine in a masculine sign. We have feminine in a feminine sign. And the way that this is coming across is the actions that you want to take here are really grounded on nurturing yourself, nurturing the connection, establishing the solid foundation and future. It could be you're dealing with a fire sign or even an earth sign. So fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Earth, it could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But I'm just getting the sense of when you're taking these actions, you're thinking things through. You're really focused on, is that going to benefit the long-term connection? What is the implication here? If I see this through to the end, what does that look like? And what am I trying to accomplish? That's what the universe is really presenting to you. It's this opportunity to really refocus how you interact with this person and communicate with this person. Tell me about the Five of Cups. We have the High Priestess, which I usually do see as your card. And so the way that this is coming out is you're doing a lot of work on yourself. You're regrounding, recentering yourself. Three of Swords, you're trying to navigate some sort of heartbreak, something that happened here in the past. What you're trying to do right now is disconnect any past baggage with this current connection. And even if the past baggage happened in this connection, it's about recognizing that cycle is over, doing what you need to do in order to not continue carrying that forward. With the Eight of Wands, I'm getting the Queen of Swords. So Queen of Swords, very clear energy. So male or female, it's just the energy of the card, but this really is about everything that you're learning helps you figure out the steps forward, navigating the future energy, maybe even releasing whatever that heartbreak was in the past, allowing that last cycle to fully close, not carry it forward, really the focus here is on the future. So Scorpio, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.